Taking that amount and you're counting up until you get to the number what you paid. So I paid with the dollar, so I needed to count up to get to the dollar. I know this is confusing, we'll keep going through it. Or I can subtract, which I know a lot of people here subtract, but I want you to learn both ways. Andrew, do I want you to know one way or two?
What?
To solving, making change.
Two.
What are the two ways I need to know?
Oh, addition and subtraction.
Okay, so subtracting it, $1 minus 76 cents, which is fine. If you get the right answer, that's fine. But sometimes, who gets confused with these decimals and the dollar signs? Does this kind of throw you off? B, does it throw you off? So sometimes is it easier to just count from 76 cents to $1?
Yeah.
So that's a good technique to know. Any other ways you solved it? Any cool, mysterious ways I haven't thought of? How do you solve it, Jojo?
5, 5, 10, 12.
So do you count up but in a different way? Are you counting up?
Yeah.
But you're just counting by fives instead of tens?
I do 5, 5, 10.
That's fine. If you want to count by fives, might take you a little longer, but does it get you the same answer?
Yes.
So I'm just showing you an easy way to do it by counting with pennies and dimes, because it seems to go faster. But if you want to do nickels, yes, Lena? What do you mean 50 cents? I have no 50-cent coin to work with, so. You mean in your head if you're sitting there and you're looking at 76 cents? Well, if you add 50 cents, that's way over $1. If you're just throwing, is that what you're asking me? That wouldn't work because we have 76 cents. So if you had 50 cents and you gave $1, you can use in your head, oh, 50 cents plus 50 cents is $1. But we have 76 cents here. What are a few ways that I could give her change back? And remember, I only have 8 pennies, so I don't want 24 pennies. What are some ways you would give 24 cents back? You can, on your whiteboard, you can use your coins. You can draw with your whiteboard. So I have 24 cents that I'm getting back. How many different ways can I get back? With it, but no 24 pennies, because I don't have 24 pennies in my cash register. Plus, who wants 24 pennies back as change?
No,
Patrick, do you want 24 pennies back?
I'd rather have quarters, but they're counting.
You'd rather have the bigger. Well, you can't really have a quarter, so. Yes. Well, write as many down as you can think of. And we'll go through it. Jalen's got some good ones. What's that 24 mean? I know, I just said I don't have 24 pennies though. Can you imagine getting all those? What if I had to get 90 cents back?
90 pennies.
As many ways as you can to give 24 cents back. Let's see this one. Oh, I like that one. Hold on to that, and then you can tell me. Well, yeah, but you're giving more change back than you actually. You're giving 24 cents back. 24, not 25. So instead of the nickel there, what can you do? Let's see that one. I like that. A lot of cool ideas. Jalen's got 3. I think there's 3 ways. I couldn't think of any more than 3. You can think of another one. I like that way. I like Emily's way too.
Well, there is 4 ways if you count the 24.
Well, if you count, there's 3 ways I can do it, but technically there's 4 ways if you do 24 pennies.
Yeah.
And you could do a bunch of other ways with pennies, but we're just assuming that we only have 8 pennies. What are those? 5s? And 1s? Okay. What's one way? Who did I talk to? Patrick was going to give me one of his ways. What did you do?
4 nickels and 4 pennies.
So you did 4 nickels and 4 pennies?
Yeah.
Perfect. That gives you 24 cents. What else? What's another way? Who was I looking? Oh, Julia, I was going to come to you. You have something different than this, right?
Yeah. 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 4 pennies.
So you had 1 dime. You had 1 dime,
2 nickels.
2 nickels, and 4 pennies. Perfect. There's one more. I think Jalen's got it, right? You had 3 different ways. What was your other way?
What? Which one?
So far we have 4 nickels and 4 pennies, and we have 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 4 pennies. There's one more way I can think of that we could do this with the amount of pennies that we have.
Oh, it's me.
Are you still going, or do you want to take a pass?
I want 9 pennies.
We don't have 9 pennies. We only have 8 pennies.
Oh.
Jared's waiting patiently. What do you have?
2 dimes and 4 pennies.
2 dimes, 4 pennies. So this is what we have. We have 2 dimes and 4 pennies makes 24 cents. I have 4 nickels and 4 pennies. And I have 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 4 pennies. And we know you can, I know, but we only, does this have to do with more than 8 pennies?
No.
Okay, what do you have?
2 dimes and 4 pennies. No.
We have that on the top.
No.
We have 2 dimes and 4 pennies on the top right there. No. Is it something we don't have? These are all the ones that I could think of only having 8 pennies. So I know there's a lot of cool ways we can do it with the gazillion pennies. But we only have 8 pennies. Yes, Julia?
I found one pretty close, but it was 1 extra penny.
Well, I know there's tons of ways we can use the extra pennies, but for now, we'll just focus on these ones. All right, who can read this next one for me? Maybe Joseph can, since he's sitting front and center. Can you read that for me?
Brad buys a sticker for 63 cents.
Keep going.
She paid with $1 bill. How much change will she get?
All right, I want everyone to try this on their whiteboard. So Brett he buys a sticker, 63 cents, but he gives $1. No drawing, that's not math related, please, on your whiteboard. I know there's a temptation, so let's try to resist it. He gives $1. How much does he get back?
27.
Write it down. Okay, we'll do the best we can. We'll figure it out later. Are you writing a word bubble about it? Okay. Try it again, Jim. You're close, but you're a little off. Look at it again. Close. You're 1 penny off. No, you need to look again. You can do it like that if that helps you. So, Vita, can you tell us what you got?
I got 37 cents.
Perfect. And this is how I would do it if I was counting up. I would say, okay, I'm buying something and it's 63 cents. I would count up by my pennies, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 cents. Then I would just count by dimes. And is this 37 cents right here that I have? Is it?
Yes.
Who did it differently? What did you do, Sadie? That's fine. You used the bigger coins to count up in your head. Is that what you did? You counted up using 25, 10, and then 1, 1. You can count up any way you want if it gets you to the answer. This is just an easy way to do it in your head so that you don't have to write down all the math. Andy, what did you do? Did you do something different? Okay, so Andy subtracted. Who subtracted? So who counted up? So right now we have half and half. You subtracted? Okay, this is what I want to know. Those who subtracted, could you do it this way too, if we asked you?
Yes, yeah.
What about the other way? If you counted up, could you do it subtracting?
No,
You couldn't do it subtracting? When you subtract it, it's the same as if you're just subtracting a 3-digit number. You just have to remember to drop down the decimals. You can get it